Hey guys, what's up? It's Venom here, and today I got a brand new series for you guys, and it's called 10 Hours In. It's basically where I play a game for 10 hours, and then I leave a basic review for what I think of it. I'll include my first impressions, the good things I found about the game, the bad things I noticed too, and overall, a final verdict of what I think. Basically, if you should buy the game or not. Today I'll be doing one on No Man's Sky, and here we go. So right as I opened the game up, I made a single player profile and went right into the game. The loading took a good 5 to 10 minutes, and I was just sitting there doing pretty much nothing. After a while, I was greeted with a blank white screen with an E on it, just an E. I thought it was all, I thought it was still loading, and so I just sat there. But I started to wonder like, kind of what the E was, and I guess it meant press E, so it opened up when that happened. So either I'm a dumbass or the opening sequence was not very intuitive. So right off the bat as I got in, I was stranded on a planet with a crashed ship and failing health. Great way to start. Obviously I had no idea what was going on because it only told me the problems and not how I could fix them. I didn't die because I figured out how things worked within the lifespan of what I had, about 5 minutes. Now, this isn't entirely bad for the reason of making you feel like you're under pressure, like you're in the game. It really made the game seem interesting when I finally got my bearings, like it was an action movie, and I just saved the day for myself. After that whole stress ball of a situation, you're finally able to leave the planet and finally see what the game is really about. Now, this is about like 20 minutes. For me, it was about 20 minutes into the game, and I got to leave because you just had to, go around finding materials, trying to find ways how to fix your ship, like the different parts and how it would work. So now on to the good things. In this game, I found tons of them, a lot of which came from No Man's Sky Next, the most recent update to the game. When I played, not only did it feel like an open world game, but it felt like the entire universe was at my fingertips. Because essentially it was. I felt like I could do anything I wanted to, and it really felt relaxing at some points. It would also get really intense if you wanted it to. You could get into ship battles with another ship or a group of ships. It would let you know when you're like traveling through space. It'll let you know if there's a ship that's going to appear soon, and you can wait for it to. And normally there's a pretty good reward at hand. And it would really be intense because basically the only way you could get away from them is to go into a space station. So if you're at a battle you can't finish, you better find one nearby. The sound design I found was insanely good. So props to whoever worked on it, and they just did an astounding job. Well done. The sounds make everything seem so real. So much so that I always got immersed really easily when I just, and then I just wake up in front of my computer playing the game, if that makes any sense. Like I just get, completely into it. I found also that rings on planets are a great and realistic addition to traveling through space and looking at, different planets, because, presentation to where you want to go is always key. The vast scale of the planets also in the universe make Earth seem nearly microscopic. So if you go on into the game, about obviously 10 hours in, you'll find that a lot of the planets are huge, like they're massive. So I think it's really interesting knowing that you can go to like wherever you want, basically, like in the planet, and it just feels like it makes you feel so small. And it's crazy that it's basically the same thing in real life. Also, character customization is a huge good thing in this game, and I'll cut to gameplay of it right now so you can see what it looks like. Basically, you choose what species you want to be, you can choose what head you want as well to go with that species, and then basically from there you can find nearly everything on you is customizable. From boots to gloves, they've got it all. Except for your backpack. I really thought I could change that, and I really wanted to. Hopefully soon I can live the dream of a less bulkier backpack. So that's pretty much about it for the good things that I noticed off the top of my head, and I'll include more if you want me to in a full review of No Man's Sky. So if you want that, leave a like and comment down below saying you want it. Now, time for the not so decent things I found. Sentinels immediately popped into my head for the bad. I think they were needed in the game to have it like kind of a challenge, but I don't feel like they should be literally everywhere. I try to fly away from like one set of, triggered sentinels just to land a mile away on the same planet, and they basically spawn back there. I definitely feel like there shouldn't be a sentinel on the starting planet. One main reason why I believe this is because when I began playing like right off the bat, I thought it could help me scan for minerals as I went along, and I thought it was my scanner, and it would just stick with me, and it would just fly around, basically minding its own business while I would go complete missions that I need to do. But later on, I realized that when it scanned me, it started shooting, and I couldn't really get rid of it. I used my mining tool to get back, but when I finally destroyed it, reinforcements came and had 2 armored sentinels. Basically, armored sentinels are like twice the health, and you got 2. So it's really tough, and if you're not prepared, you're basically dead at that point. They should probably do something about that. And one other thing I noticed that was kind of an inconvenience is how long it takes to scan. It takes so long that if you can't lock on to moving things easily, good luck trying to scan a bird or a moving animal, because you pretty much won't. Like, it's really hard to do that after a while. It's overall, in my opinion, kind of a time waster, and I only scan things for the money that you get for it. And that goes over into the next thing, that it may just be that I haven't leveled up too much, but the ships cost way too much money to trade. Like at least $1 million for a decent ship, and I just don't find that like to be good at first, but I don't know. Again, that's probably not much to be concerned of if you're going to be playing for a while, and it's just something I noticed, in the early hours of playing this game. You also can't really choose what you want your ship to look like, and if you don't want a specific design, then you can just go to the space station and, I don't know, choose whatever you want that's within your price range. But if you do, you might have to wait at least a half an hour for it to appear in the space station, and less you are extremely lucky if you found it like, within 15 minutes, because I don't know, I always feel like the bigger ships go to space stations. That's just what I noticed though, so I don't know. It's not great, but I guess it's okay for like balance reasons, like money cost. I don't know. So after all that, what do I think? Well, I definitely think you should buy the game. After all of what Hello Games has promised for No Man's Sky, I believe it finally lives up to its potential. I also believe that you could spend countless hours doing whatever you wanted, and I just love the feeling of that. Like, it's just basically freedom from, level-based games where you have no other choice but to go the direction that the developers wanted you to go. I did buy No Man's Sky on Steam for half off, which was $30. And I wish I could have made this video beforehand so PC gamers like me could buy it for cheaper, but the sale's over, and I don't know, hopefully it'll be on sale soon. Although it is $60 regular price, it still has more to offer than what you have to pay for it. Then again, guys, this is only barely scratching the surface. This is only 10 hours of what I played, keep in mind, and that's just what's recorded, not what I've actually experienced. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed today's 10 hours in review, then hit that like button so I know to keep making more of these. Subscribe so you never miss an upload of mine, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.